pier's on fire right now. It's insane. Can't believe it. What the hell is going on? There's a restaurant at the end of the pier and a little shop. Something must have happened there.
By SDG&E, so now we're getting multiple agencies making water drops from different directions and probably picking up that water from various sources.
Yeah, and that helicopter, Kathleen, that we just saw from SDG&E, it just passed over. It's the heaviest water dropping chopper in the county, so it has the most water it can drop, and that was really effective. It was just, again, right on the nose, and hopefully it's going to put out a lot of those flames. We do see some flames in the middle of your screen, no doubt. It's not going to put out everything, but that really was a very, very effective drop just now.
And if you're just joining us, you're watching the Fox 5 News at 5. This is our ongoing breaking news coverage of this fire that broke out about 3 o'clock at the Oceanside Pier. As we understand it, something that's been a fixture for Sunset Pictures to Junior Seau's amphitheater down below and his YMCA right there. It's very much a focal point of this community and much beloved. So a lot of people certainly are being held back to make sure that they're staying at a safe distance from this, as well as the toxins and the smoke that go hand in hand with any kind of fire that erupts. And it's these views when you pull back and you see the extent of when this broke out, how the thick black smoke traveled so quickly. And apparently, Phil, there had to be materials in there that just went up like a Roman candle.
Well, it's interesting because the word that just came out that struck me after covering this now for a couple of hours is that it said that the old Ruby's was being remodeled, but there was no one in the building.
I can tell you for all the times that I've walked down this in recent months, there's been a sign on the front door, but it's never quite clear because with the pandemic, it put a monkey wrench in a lot of different projects. And as I said, we've been down there about 3 years, and we go frequently on weekends because, like other people, it's a beautiful place to take in the views and various surfing competitions and sailing and what have you. So quickly.
Well, the other thing is we're also hearing from the Oceanside Fire Chief. He said the wind is really causing major problems in their firefighting efforts. As you can see, it's pushing back now toward where they had laid those hose lines, so it's keeping the firefighters now back on the land instead of on the pier for the majority of them. So they're really having a tough time getting a lot of personnel out there. Kathleen, as you mentioned, the OB Pier is now closed. This pier is probably in jeopardy of closing right in time, unfortunately, for the tourism season when summer hits. A lot of people have enjoyed this pier like yourself. I've been down there many, many times. And so this is very, very unfortunate, what we're seeing here today.
As we've been saying this afternoon contents are inside because they are having trouble in some areas putting out the flames. You can see the firefighters themselves physically have made their way onto the pier itself. So certainly they are making a battle plan as to how they're going to, address and go in and make sure that it's safe for them to enter that abandoned building and try and maybe poke some holes, as we often do see them, to relieve some of the heat inside that building. And
But it'd be nice to hear from her because I know that she cares deeply about this pier as well.
Well, certainly city officials right now behind the scenes, no doubt, coordinating. They're expecting to deliver some remarks, have an update for us in about 30 minutes. We don't know exactly in what form that will be, but we here at Fox 5 also have a crew on scene gathering information and, of course, reaction to what's happening here by all the people that are down in and around the Oceanside Pier. And I just can't emphasize enough how much this is a public square.
We won't know until till we can completely make sure that the fire is completely out before we start assessing the damage.
And Mayor, tell us about the condition of the pier before this fire broke out. How would you assess it? Was it in pretty good shape?
Oh, yes. The pier means a lot to the city of Oceanside. So we're constantly changing anything that's there that looks like it needs replacement. We're on it. So yeah, it was in very, very good condition.
She's
in
totally
fact,
full of crap,
we've been actually doing some remodeling within the pier to update the
Overall firefighting effort by all these agencies. It's been a second alarm fire. You don't ever see that much in San Diego. So I know you have some words to talk about in terms of them.
I just want to say thank you to all of the agents that have responded. First unit was there within 5 minutes. It was, as I understand it, very difficult to see because of the smoke where the fire actually was physically. But yes, I'm so very grateful for all the help that we're getting, the helicopters, everything. This means a lot to the citizens of Oceanside and really North County and the county of San Diego.
And Mayor, before we leave you, we know this is a busy moment for you, so we appreciate your time. What do you want to say to the residents of Oceanside? And I know there's a coordinated effort to keep people back and at a safe distance at this time, but what do you want them to know?
With the pictures that people have been known to take. Before, the lifeguards were actually at the base of the pier toward the front. They moved their headquarters, but that's where they were. And there you see another, it's the SDG copter that's coming in.
I'm showing it to you before the news.
The biggest load of water possible. So they probably made about 4 or 5 drops since we've been on the air here, and they've been really effective at trying to knock down these flames while they continue to push that water underneath.
That's right, because the mayor was just remarking they still are battling some flames underneath the pier, and that's been a particular challenge. You can see the Coast Guard there with the steady stream of water aimed at it. We want to take you down to the ground level now. Our Crystal Kumwe has arrived on scene,
Ferrantino's copters
and
in the
she's
shop.
reporting live for us to let us know.
Okay, so day after, got 9/11 here, or whatever the hell happened. There's already so much going on with the dredging and everything happening. See, they've roped off the pipe area, and then down the way emergency vehicles trying to keep people out of there. Interesting. Let's see where I can get to. Dredging's crazy. Look at that. It's like they created an island out there already. It's still burning all these hours later. 16 hours later. Still have some Coast Guard ships out there. You can still see flames this morning on top. So the old Rubies is officially gutted and gone. It's just a skeleton. The weirdest part about all this was hearing that the Seal Beach Pier, the same exact thing happened with the Rubies that was there. That's just too weird. 2016. I have the article. I posted it in some of my comment sections of my earlier posts. still have it, emergency vehicles have it cordoned off down there by the entrance. I think they still have Surf Rider closed. Same boats out there. I don't see them spraying any water on it, but they're letting it smolder out. It's just a skeleton of what used to be. Like reignited this morning, and